Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Sturris Center here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, home of Aquinas, for the Grand Rapids Showcase, the second round of games between Michigan, Central Michigan, Western Michigan, and Michigan State volleyball programs. We are now in the second round of games. Thank you very much for listening here at WCBN Sports coverage of Michigan volleyball. Michigan beating the Western Michigan Broncos in the first round of games, 2-1, winning 15-8 in the third set. And now the second game will be against Central Michigan. The Wolverines will play Michigan State tonight at 6:30 p.m. But for now, they will play the Chippewas in a best-of-3 match, slightly shortened in advance of tonight's game. Neither team wearing their numbers, so this will be a little bit of a challenge. My name is Nick Hornberg. Thank you very much. And Michigan will lead off with Sydney Wetterstrom serving. And Paige Jones on the overpass, too far out of bounds. And Central Michigan will take the first point. We are on the other side of a glass partition from the court, so unfortunately we will not be able to be hearing any crowd noise today. And now the Chippewas the serve. The dig at the knees by Wetterstrom. Wetterstrom the fronts at the far corner. Jones at the corner. And Central able to recover, and the overpass ball running dig by Jones. May have taken a knee to the face, and then Glavinich at the corner, blocked straight back, kept alive by Mackenzie Welsh, and Natalie Smith forced to concede the free ball for the Wolverines, and another block at the net by Paige Jones. And point assessed to Michigan. First set tied up at 1. And now it will be Kayla Bear serving from the left side for the Wolverines, getting onto the right corner, and then Central Michigan dig by Kayla Bear, and the overpass conceded, and then the dump attack by, I believe that was Maddie Whitfield, Central Michigan setter, and Central Michigan able to pull back out ahead in the first set, 2-1. And now we continue. Neither team has scored consecutive points so far in this young game. And from the left corner, here it comes. And out of bounds. Michigan ties the set up at 2. And a bit of confusion over who will serve for the Wolverines, and it will be Kylie Hammaker, who will be a senior in the fall, defensive specialist. Hammaker serves, skims the top of the net. Central Michigan able to keep it alive, and a dig by Smith Welsh. The running set, Paige Jones at the corner again, blocked straight back. Dig by Wetterstrom Welsh. The back set, Shannon on the slide, and blocked straight back, but out of bounds. Point to Michigan. And Hammaker will serve again. Keep that one in bound. That one may have been going out of bounds, but now Central Michigan on the attack from the corner, and another point to Central Michigan, and the set knotted up at 3 again. And now the serve from the right corner on the run. Very interesting approach by Maddie Whitfield, and then Paige Jones was giving away the free ball. No, is that out of bounds? Not sure what the cause of that was, but either way, Central Michigan is up 4-3. And now here it is, Whitfield again. Dig at the knees by Wetterstrom. Welsh the set, and Paige Jones an attack right into the net. Michigan on the attack, looking a little bit out of sorts early on in this game. And it was actually Kendall Brake, the serve, on the run again, and a diving dig by Smith. Welsh the front set at the corner. Jones another attack. Central Michigan able to keep this one alive, and a block by Kiara Shannon. And Michigan getting a point back, 5-4 in favor of the Chippewas. And now the jump serve by Paige Jones, leader in aces last season for the Wolverines. And now Mackenzie Welsh, the front set to the far corner. Wetterstrom blocked straight back, point to Central Michigan. And now 6-4 in favor of Central Michigan. It'll be Savannah Thompson who will serve from behind the line now for the Chips. Just to the right of center. Jump serve, in it comes, and a dig by Hammaker. Welsh the front set. Wetterstrom at the left corner, and a diving dig. That was. And now Thompson on the charge from the back, and another kill for Savannah Thompson, and another point for Central Michigan. As Thompson, again, will stand behind the line to serve for the Chips. And too far out of bounds, point to Michigan, and the deficit narrowed back to 2 on a service error by Savannah Thompson. And now it will be Natalie Smith the serve into the net, and another error for the Wolverines. And again, not looking quite here already. They did have to go 3 sets in the first game against Western, while Central only needed to go 2 in there, so Central more rested. Now Kayla Bear on the slide, and a quick kill for the soon-to-be sophomore from Prior Lake, Minnesota. And looks like it will be Mackenzie Welsh on the serve. Central Michigan able to keep it alive, and a running dig by Smith, and the kill by Central Michigan. Mackenzie Welsh not able to make it to the rebound. And Welsh the front side at the corner. Glavinich at the corner, and the block hits the pole, so another point to Michigan. Michigan staying pace, not letting Central Michigan run away with it, but still not able to get back into a tie for the lead. 9-7, the score in favor of the Chippewas. And another serve by Welsh, and Welsh have to keep this one alive. Running set by Smith, and Glavinich just giving away the free ball, and Glavinich will actually get a kill off of it. A broken play there, but Michigan able to come out ahead. Central Michigan not really ready for it. And Michigan will serve again, and that's Sydney Wetterstrom actually on the serve. And Central Michigan giving away a free ball, and Natalie Smith, the bump set to the corner. Paige Jones charging from the corner, skims the top of the net, but goes out of bounds. And another point to Central Michigan, 10-8, the score in this first set. Once again, we'd like to thank you very much for listening in on WCBN Sports coverage of Michigan volleyball in the Grand Rapids Showcase. And now the serve all the way to the center, skims the top of the net. Smith having to lay out to keep the ball alive, and Mackenzie Welsh not able to get enough height on it. And now Central Michigan back up ahead by 3. 11-8. And now here it comes across the way. Dig by Smith at the bump set. Jones on the charge, and another kill for Paige Jones. I believe that is her first of this set, and therefore of this match. 11-9 in favor of Central Michigan. And a substitution, Jacqueline DeSanto, the soon-to-be junior from Portola Valley, California, will come in to serve for the Wolverines, the defensive specialist. And the jump serve kept alive by the Chips. Break the set. Thompson at the corner, and blocked away out of bounds. Another point to Central Michigan. Central Michigan not letting Michigan get back into this set. 12-9, the current score in favor of the Chippewas. And now here comes across the way. Smith having to dig at the knees. Welsh the set. Shannon in the middle, and Kiara Shannon finds the space. 12-10. Deficit cut to 2. And Kylie Hammaker will check back into the game for the Wolverines. And she will serve. And brief pause in the action. And now Hammaker serves over the top of the net. Central Michigan able to make an attack on the slide, and a kill for the Chippewas to get out in front by 3. That was Megan Sivertson. As another serve by Brait, and Welsh, the bump set. Paige Jones at the corner. Inbounds. Point to Michigan. Another kill for Paige Jones. Paige Jones really bursting onto the scene last season in Ann Arbor. 400 kills as a freshman, as well as leading the team in aces. And now Jones will serve. And Central Michigan able to handle that one. Now the slide to Sivertson again, but blocked away. Not sure what that decision was. Point to Central Michigan, 14-11. As the block not able to stay in bounds, even though it did get over the net. And Savannah Thompson will serve again for the Chippewas. Thompson just right of the middle, and too far out of bounds. Another error off the jump serve for Savannah Thompson. Point to Michigan. And now looks like it will be Natalie Smith to serve. Committing an error last time. This time she's able to get it over. And a play at the net won by Central Michigan. Sydney Wetterstrom not able to apply the block. And now Central Michigan back up to their 3-point lead, 15-12. Neither team really doing well with the ball, or with the serve, rather. Now a dig by Hammaker Welsh. The back set. Kayla Bear on the slide. Kept alive by the Chippewas. And play by Jayla Wesley. That was Maddie Whitfield, rather. At the net. And point given to Central Michigan up to their largest lead of the set, 16-12. And Coach Mark Rosen will take his first time out. Mark Rosen in his 21st spring in the gym for the Wolverines. And Michigan not really, they're not letting Central Michigan pull away. However, at the same time, they don't really appear to be refined enough right now to get back into the game again. Some of that may be fatigue, having to go 3 sets against Western Michigan. Central Michigan getting swept by Michigan State only needed to go 2 sets. Central Michigan having really the equivalent of an extra 20 minutes of rest before this game. Michigan also down 1 player, Corey Crocker, who will be a redshirt senior in the fall. The Wolverines middle blocker currently still recovering from an Achilles injury. She, of course, suffered that. Missed the month of October last season before coming back in November and in the Wolverines NCAA tournament run to the last 16. But Crocker still yet to play a point of live action, and play resumes. A dig by Hammaker. And now Wetterstrom at the corner will just have to give it away. And now an attack by Sivertson at the net. And Wetterstrom finding the space. And really what looked like a free ball placed perfectly by Sydney Wetterstrom and cutting the deficit to 3. As Katarina Glavinich checks back in. Mackenzie Welsh goes behind the service line for the Wolverines. And Welsh serving as captain today for Michigan, and an ace for the soon-to-be senior setter from Bolingbrook, Illinois. Welsh achieved all-conference honors as a freshman in 2016 and has held down the starting setter position ever since. And now Welsh, another serve, and almost an ace there, spinning dig, but running dig by Natalie Smith, and Welsh set at the corner, and Glavinich has her attack blocked straight back, kept alive by Kayla Bear. Welsh the set at the corner. Sydney Wetterstrom inbounds, point to Michigan. Another kill for Sydney Wetterstrom. Wetterstrom will be a senior in the fall for the Wolverines. The outside hitter playing progressively more each season, and really was the 3rd option at outside hitter last season before missing essentially the entire second half of the 2018 season before reappearing briefly at the end. And Central Michigan's attack hits the pole. Another error, point to Michigan. And now the set is tied at 16. First time in 30 points. And Sydney Wetterstrom having about as good a spring as anybody on the team. And now another serve by Mackenzie Welsh. And now a dig by Jones. Welsh, the back set at the corner. Glavinich and Katarina Glavinich with the kill. Katarina Glavinich Sat down in the WCBN Sports Studio along with Natalie Smith 2 weeks ago. Spoke with myself as well as Austin Falco about her progress in the spring. And so far has had a strong spring the Croatian has had. And you will be able to hear that interview as it will be posted later today for public consumption. And Central Michigan, an attack at the net, goes out of bounds. Michigan now out in the lead for the first time in this set at 18-16. As now Welsh, another serve, and a running dig by Welsh, and Central Michigan finally getting a point back after 5 straight by the Wolverines. 6 straight, rather. As now the serve, the dig by Wetterstrom. Welsh the set straight on. Paige Jones the charge. And another kill from the back for the freshman from New Bremen, Ohio. 19-17 in favor of the Wolverines in this first set. And now another serve from Sydney Wetterstrom. And an attack at the net by Sivertson. And a kill by Sivertson as Central Michigan getting a point back. Michigan's lead cut to 1, 19-18. Central Michigan from the far corner. Here it comes. Dig by Wetterstrom. Welsh, the set straight on. Kayla Bear the attack. And Central Michigan able to keep it alive, but having to give away a free ball. And a dig at the knees by Welsh. And Welsh able to keep it alive. And a scramble play at the net won by Central Michigan. And the set is all tied up at 19. And now here it comes again. And on the side, serve out of bounds. And point to Michigan, 20-19. Michigan just 5 points to go to claim the first set. And reminder, this round of games, these games are shortened, best 2 out of 3, as Michigan has played all, that's the format Michigan has played all spring. And a block straight back, another point to Michigan, blocked by Kiara Shannon and Katarina Glavinic. Now 21-19 in favor of the Wolverines. And now it will be DeSanto, another serve. Dig by Thompson. Brate the running bump set. Thompson at the corner, going off speed. Diving dig by Welsh, kept alive. And Glavinic from the corner, and Glavinic with another kill. Really, Michigan's outside hitters as a whole have had an extremely strong spring, particularly Katarina Glavinic and Sydney Wetterstrom. Glavinic playing both the middle and playing both middle block and right side last season due to the strain at depth, and acquitted herself fairly well in both, and a service ace by Jacqueline DeSanto there, moving Michigan to a 4-point lead, 23-19. And now DeSanto will be able to serve again. DeSanto started the season playing a lot of defensive specialists, went a long stretch without really playing, but then coming in as a serve substitute for Paige Jones, and another ace for Jacqueline DeSanto, showing why she was subbed in lieu of Jones at the end, as Paige Jones, behind the line, extremely effective, but also extremely erratic, particularly as the season wore on. And now set point for Michigan, 24-19. Another serve by DeSanto, and a slide play at the corner, dig by DeSanto, and Shannon just being forced to feather it over. And now another play at the corner, and a dig by Welsh, and net violation, point to Central Michigan, 24-20. Central Michigan still needs 6 straight points. In order to win, they would need 4 straight to force extra time, as bit of a pause in play, a strange moment, as it looks like somebody's sweatshirt had found itself on the court. Very odd. That was a towel, rather, just to clean off one spot on the court. Now here it is, set point again. Dig by Wetterstrom. Welsh, the backside at the corner. Glavinic for the set, and it will stay alive, and a point is assessed to Michigan. That was a kill for Katarina Glavinic, and Michigan will take the first set by a score of 25-20 with an opportunity to sweep in the second. Michigan, in the first round against Western Michigan, lost the first set by a score of 25-22. Correction, I believe it was 26-24, and then won the second set in authoritative fashion, 25-15, and then won the 15-point third set to take the game. Michigan State sweeping Central Michigan in their first round, and now as the teams switch sides, a brief pause in the action. Michigan winning the first set 25-20, and now hold a 1-0 lead on Central Michigan. The game, as stated previously, best 2 out of 3 sets. The third set, if necessary, only goes to 15. All others go to 25. And Michigan looking a little sloppy to start, but looking much better as the first set wore on, with a series of kills by Katarina Glavinic, who also had a strong first game against Western Michigan. The soon-to-be senior from Split, Croatia in the fall has had an extremely strong spring, along with Sydney Wetterstrom. Both are going to make plays for increased game time. Sydney Wetterstrom would have played a lot more last season, however, she unfortunately missed the second half of the season to an almost completely, and Glavinic being forced to step up in the absence of her as well as the absence of Corey Crocker. Both of them look to figure as full-time rotation players, if not starters, in the coming fall. And now the team's still talking. Coach Mark Rosen giving out instructions over to his team. On the other side, Mike Golick in his 4th spring as the head coach at Central Michigan. 17 years, Mark Rosen's junior in terms of experience at his current school. Now Central Michigan's players starting to retake the court. Mark Rosen still talking things over with his team. And of course, Michigan going into the fall has a lot to replace, particularly, or if not in quantity, in quality. Of course, the two that everyone will remember is Carly Scott, named to an All-American team last season, finished her senior season with over 500 kills for the Wolverines just in that season, and is top 10 all-time in career kills. And as a result, Paige Jones, Sydney Wetterstrom, Katarina Glavinic, and perhaps a couple deeper players all in line for bigger roles in the fall. And just as well, Jenna Lerg, Michigan setter, possibly the best, or one of the best, if not the best, ever to wear the libero shirt for the Wolverines. Natalie Smith, so far, taking all the minutes at libero these last couple games. Looks like the job will be hers in the fall. Natalie Smith playing largely as the first defensive specialist off the bench last season. And now the second set ready to begin. A dig by Wetterstrom. Welsh, the front set at the far corner, and Paige Jones at the corner. And Paige Jones will take the first point of the second set for the Wolverines. And now a brief stoppage as Jacqueline DeSanto coming back in to serve for Michigan. DeSanto, a pair of aces in the first set to serve to ice the game away, and DeSanto the serve. Kept alive, barely. Central Michigan forced to give it away, and the block out of bounds, and a point for Central Michigan. And the set tied up at 1. And a short pause now. Now here comes the serve. A dig by Jones. Welsh the set. Shannon in the middle. And a fantastic kill by Kiara Shannon. Michigan back out in front 2-1. Michigan really lacking a presence in the middle for much of last season. Of course, Corey Crocker hobbled by injuries. Kiara Shannon and Kayla Bear, the second and third string middle blockers, respectively, more adept playing outside, smaller, more mobile, as opposed to Corey Crocker, who is much more proficient in the middle. And Thompson, an attack at the corner, kept alive by Michigan. Dig by Jones. Welsh, the set straight up. Wetterstrom on the charge, skimming the top of the net. And able to be kept alive by Kern. And Hammaker, the bump set for the Wolverines. Wetterstrom really just giving that one away, but Central Michigan having a harder time than they probably should have with that and giving away the free ball. Dig by Hammaker. Welsh, the front set at the corner. Jones at the corner. And kept alive again. This is a long point and a block by Paige Jones. Central Michigan. Thompson to play at the corner. Too far, out of bounds. And Central Michigan crying for a tip, and they get it. Point to Central Michigan. As Central Michigan will have the serve 2-2 in the second set. And Hammaker barely avoiding the ace. She's the only one out there on the space. Wetterstrom on the charge and a block by Megan Sivertson. And Central Michigan out for their first lead of the set, 3-2. And now the serve comes straight at Hammaker again. Hammaker keeping it alive. Welsh, the set at the corner. Jones with her second kill of the set. And now has 2 of Michigan's 3 points so far in the second set. Kiara Shannon having the other one. Once again, I'd like to thank you very much for listening to WCBN Sports coverage of Michigan volleyball here at the Grand Rapids Invitational at the Sturris Center, home of the Aquinas Saints. We'd like to thank Aquinas for letting the team use their facilities for this round of games. And now Sydney Wetterstrom, an attack at the corner, and stayed in bounds. Wetterstrom painting the far corner. And now another lead in the set, 4-3 in favor of Michigan. And Paige Jones will stand behind the service line. Jones led the team in aces last season, but also led the team in service errors. And now here it comes, and kept alive by Thompson, having to think quickly. Thompson, an attack at the corner, went off speed, blocked straight back. Welsh crying for a net violation, and she gets it. It is now 5-3 in favor of Michigan in the second set. Michigan going for the sweep. And brief stoppage in play. Not sure what this is about. Referee coming over. Mike Golick stepping onto the court. Very strange. Not really sure the cause of this. And now Mackenzie Welsh, Michigan's captain, stepping over to talk with the chair referee. And bit of confusion right there, but maybe Mike Golick arguing the point, and it does. I think they're just calling for a redo of the point. Perhaps they're saying a whistle was blown unfairly, but either way, Paige Jones will set again with her team up 4-3. And now an attack at the corner by Thompson, and a block straight back by Kiara Shannon. And now Michigan back in front, 5-3. And now Jones the serve, and skims the top of the net, and Kern having to dive to keep that one alive, and a point to Central Michigan. Not really sure. Oh, it looks like it skimmed the top of the net and stayed in bounds. Very strange. Couple strange developments in the last couple points, but either way, Michigan up 5-4, and Central Michigan having the serve. Now here it comes. Dig by Hammaker, colliding with Jones, and now Wetterstrom at the corner. Kept alive. No, not kept alive. Another kill for Sydney Wetterstrom, 6-4. Sydney Wetterstrom leading Michigan in kills for their respective spring games the last 2 weeks against Northwestern and Eastern Michigan. Natalie Smith now the jump serve for the Wolverines, the junior from Weatherford, Texas, and a kill for Central Michigan as Natalie Smith and Paige Jones colliding, trying to go for that dig. Second time Paige Jones been involved with a defensive player for in a collision going for a ball. As Paige Jones in the area for that, Natalie Smith taking a moment to collect herself as was stated in our interview with Smith and Glavinich that Natalie Smith has the so-called green light to go for balls called by other people, and a serve straight into the net by Savannah Thompson. Michigan back up 7-5, and that exchange between Austin Falco and I, as Natalie Smith and Katerina Glavinich, featured a Freudian slip for the ages. That's a teaser to listen to our interview when it is released in about an hour. And now an attack at the net. Glavinich, the set to the corner for Wetterstrom, and now Glavinich keeping that one alive. Welsh, the front set at the far corner. Wetterstrom again playing the line, and another kill for the now junior, soon-to-be senior from Longmont, Colorado. 8-5 in favor of the Wolverines. And now Mackenzie Welsh behind the service line for Michigan. And it's on its way. And Central able to keep it alive. A play at the corner and a block by Glavinich straight back, but Central Michigan able to keep it alive. Running bump set by Brate. And now Welsh the bump set, and Wetterstrom just trying to put spin on it as she feathers it over. Central Michigan able to keep it alive. Thompson a charge from the back. Natalie Smith hit her right in the collarbone. And Central Michigan gets a point back, cutting the deficit to 2. And Natalie Smith been beaten up the last couple points. First a collision with Jones, and now taking an attack from Savannah Thompson really straight to her collarbone. And now Kayla Barron attacking the net, block straight back, and Natalie Smith the bump set, and Mackenzie Welsh will just give away the free ball. Now another attack at the corner. Out of bounds. Point to Michigan. No tip. Michigan back out in front by 3. 9-6. And Sydney Wetterstrom back behind the service line. And now Lisa Rosen, assistant head coach, back to standing behind the service line as she did in the first round against Western Michigan. Very vocal in her instructions so far today. And now a slide play blocked straight back by Kayla Bear. And now feathered over. Dig by Jones. Welsh, the back set at the corner. Glavinich, the attack and the kill for Katerina Glavinich. And Sydney Wetterstrom will have the opportunity to serve again. Wetterstrom the serve, and Central Michigan barely able to keep it alive, forced to give away the free ball. Almost the ace there for Wetterstrom. Welsh the corner, set at the corner. Paige Jones at the corner, pinching inside for another kill. Michigan up 5 now, 11-6. And Sydney Wetterstrom will now be her third serve, rather. And now Wetterstrom the serve, kept alive again by the Chippewas. Thompson on the charge, skims the top of the net, and lucky kill for Savannah Thompson. Mackenzie Welsh laying out and not quite getting to it. And Central Michigan will have it back once again. 11-7 the score in favor of Michigan. Natalie Smith the dig. Welsh the set. A bit off target, but Kayla Bear cannot keep it in bounds. Kayla Bear looked like she had been able to get a kill and paint it inside, but not able to keep that over the line. And another point to Central Michigan. Deficit cut to 3. And Glavinich, an attack at the corner, kept alive by the Chippewas. Thompson, another attack, and another kill for Central Michigan. I believe that was Sivertson, rather. And now Michigan's lead cut to 2. And now here comes the serve from the left side. Welsh, the backside at the corner. Glavinich again. Central Michigan able to keep this one alive. And another kill for Katerina Glavinich. And now Jacqueline DeSanto being substituted back in. Will serve just to the left of center. And now here it comes across, knuckling, and too far out of bounds. Point to Central Michigan. Service error by Jacqueline DeSanto. It's now 12-10 in favor of Michigan, and that was a quick term out on the court as DeSanto comes in for that one serve. Service error, and then out she goes. And the dig by Wetterstrom. Welsh the set at the corner, and Jones pinching in from the corner with another kill. Michigan's lead back out to 3, 13-10. And now it will be Mackenzie Welsh again behind the service line. Served up 4 straight the last time her spot came up in the rotation. And here it comes, skimming the top of the net. And Central Michigan placed to reverse court to the corner. And Welsh, the back set to the corner. Lizzie Sadalek on the charge. And blocks straight back. Her first appearance of the game results in a point and a block for the Chippewas. Now 13-11 in favor of Michigan. Lizzie Sadalek, her first appearance. Has played a lot in the last couple games. The possibly redshirt freshman outside hitter from Manhattan Beach, California, played sparingly at the beginning of last season before missing the rest of the broken leg. And Shannon an attack at the net, a leg injury rather. And now Thompson an attack from the corner. Dig by Smith, getting it up in the air, but the overpass conceded. And another point for Central Michigan, 13-12 now. And Lisa Rosen screaming for a call. Lisa Rosen evidently already in mid-season form back in April. Not sure if she's yelling at the referee or Kiara Shannon. But either way, 13-12, Central Michigan an opportunity to tie. A dig by Sadalek Welsh, the back set, Glavinich, that's Jones rather, forced to just give the ball away. And a free ball given away by Central Michigan, not doing a good job with it. Now Jones charging in from the corner, and another point to Central Michigan. And the second set is tied at 13. And now Central Michigan an opportunity to take their first lead in nearly 20 points. And here it comes, the dig by Sadalek. Welsh running bump set, and Sadalek getting the ball over. And dump kill by Kendall Brait. And Mark Rosen forced to burn a timeout as Central Michigan has made a run and are now up 14-13 in the second set. And once again, Michigan looking sloppy for a little bit of a stretch as Mark Rosen going a little bit deeper into his bench. Lizzie Sadalek making her first appearance of this game against Central Michigan. Meanwhile, Mike Garlick has to be absolutely ecstatic with how his team has responded. Very well could have folded when Michigan got out to a 5-point lead, 11-6, but excellent character shown by Central Michigan. And now Michigan's players retake the court. Central Michigan staying in the huddle a little bit longer. And now the Chippewas will retake the court. And play does resume, and a dig in the knees by Jones, hesitating a little bit, and Welsh the set way off target. Kiara Shannon forced to give the free ball away. And a block at the net, kept alive by Sadalek Welsh. The set at the corner, Jones on the charge, kept alive by Central Michigan. And point to Michigan. 15. Set tied up at 14. Mackenzie Welsh very well could have broken the play by setting straight up in the air, but nobody was home. Kiara Shannon forced to dive to get a free ball over the net, and Paige Jones a jump serve. And Central Michigan able to handle it, but giving away a free ball. Dig by Jones. Welsh the set in the middle. Kiara Shannon finding the space again. Michigan back out in front in this second set, 15-14. And now it will be Jones again. Jones throws the ball high in the air. Now the low arcing jump serve. Central Michigan once again able to handle it. An attack at the corner by Thompson and a kill by Savannah Thompson. Central Michigan tying the set up once again at 15. And now the dig by Natalie Smith from the serve from the right. Welsh the backside at the corner, slightly off target. And Sadalek trying to make the most of it, but too far out of bounds. Point to Central Michigan. And now Ellie Brooks will make her first appearance of the match. Ellie Brooks will be a redshirt junior in the fall. And now serve into the net. Michigan very lucky it got over. They had left acres of empty space in their front left corner. Sydney Wetterstrom would have had to run all the way up and lay out to keep that ball alive, but now 16 all. And Natalie Smith will serve from the corner, or just to the left of the center, rather. And now Thompson an attack from the corner. Too far. No, not too far. Point to Central Michigan, 17-16 again. Central Michigan trying their hardest to force a third set. And right now it's looking like they may be able to accomplish just that. And now jump serve by Thompson, kept alive by Jones. Welsh, the front set at the corner. Wetterstrom pinching up and knotting the second set up at 17. And now Brooks coming back out in favor of Katarina Glavanich. And now Mackenzie Welsh will serve for the Wolverines. And here it comes, kept alive by Kern. And now an attack at the net and a kill from the corner by Kalina Smith. And now Central Michigan back out in front, 18-17. Second set becoming very interesting, and serve too far out of bounds. Game knotted up at 18. And Central Michigan really just giving a point away there. And Sydney Wetterstrom will now serve just to the right of center for Michigan. And Wetterstrom on its way. And Central Michigan, the excellent dump kill by Grace Butler. And Central Michigan up again, 19-18. Michigan just leaving acres of space for the Chippewas to attack. And now here it comes again. Dig by Jones. Welsh, the set. Back set to the corner. Glavanich going off speed, but Central Michigan ready for it. An attack at the net. Natalie Smith, a diving dig. And now the free ball given away by Wetterstrom. And now the charge from the back is Thompson. Blocked straight back by Glavanich. And point to Michigan. Set knotted up at 19. And it looks like this set will go the does have the potential to go the distance, barring a run by either side. And Jacqueline DeSanto comes back in to serve for Michigan. DeSanto just to the left of center, knuckling serve, dig by Thompson. And here it comes, an attack at the corner. Michigan blocks it straight back by Jones. And now another attack at the corner by Smith. And Wetterstrom able to keep it alive. Bump set by DeSanto. Paige Jones battle at the net, wins that. And point to Michigan. Michigan back out in front, 20-19. And now DeSanto will have an opportunity to serve again. And DeSanto's serve on its way. And kept alive by Kern. And now Thompson the charge again. Running dig by Welsh. Now the bump set by DeSanto. And Jones pinching up. And slight confusion there as looks like a whistle blew before the point was settled. And they're going to call for the point to be redone. Second time that's happened. Again, not really sure why. Very strange. Now DeSanto will serve again. Knuckling serve. And now fight at the corner. Blocked straight back by Shannon and Glavanich. Michigan up 21-19 as this second set reaches the final stretch. And now DeSanto has already served twice. Here comes a third. Kept alive by the Chippewas. Again, they've really struggled with DeSanto's serve. And now the attack kept alive by Jones. Welsh, the backside at the corner. Glavanich blocks straight back. And a kill for Katarina Glavanich. The block not able to get back over on the other side. 22-19 in favor of Michigan. And now Mike Golick will call a timeout with his team down 3. Michigan only needing 3 points left to secure the 2-set sweep in this shortened game against Central Michigan. And again, brief stoppage in play as Michigan ready to come out of their huddle with an opportunity to secure a sweep and earn themselves a little bit of rest, or a bit more rest rather, before the main festivities start in a couple hours. And now DeSanto will stand behind the line to serve again. And DeSanto, fourth serve on its way. And Central forced to give away a free ball. Dig by DeSanto. Welsh, the front side at the corner. Jones charging in. And completely mishit it, but able to keep it inside just barely. Michigan now up 23-19. And DeSanto now has an opportunity 2 points away from closing this one out. And here's the one on its way. Closest one to an ace, but a charge at the corner by Central. And now Welsh to set. Shannon in the middle. Out of bounds. Point to Central Michigan. And unlucky there. Central Michigan cutting their deficit to 3. 23-20 in favor of Michigan. Michigan still only 2 points away from securing the sweep. And now Welsh, the front side at the far corner. Jones pinching up, kept alive. Now Thompson in attack at the corner, and Natalie Smith just completely whiffs on the two-handed dig, but Central Michigan still alive in this game, 23-21. And now the serve down to Welsh, the back set. Glavinich at the corner, having to adjust a little bit, but now Thompson will come in, and now a dig by Smith after an attack that skims the top of the net. Welsh, the front side at the far corner. Jones pinching up again, and another kill for Paige Jones, and now match point has arrived. 24-21. Michigan up 1-0. An opportunity to secure the 2-set sweep, and Kylie Hemmecker will come in to serve the potential match-deciding point. Michigan a little bit of room for error, but absolutely would prefer to pack it in now. And Hemmecker serve on its way. And now Thompson at the corner for the Chips. Running dig by Jones. Welsh bumps that, able to keep it alive. And Wetterstrom just palming it with the bottom of her fist. Keep it in. Thompson an attack at the net. Hits the pole. And Michigan completes the 2-set sweep of the Central Michigan Chippewas. 2-0. The score in the second set, 25-21. And once again, thank you very much for listening to WCBN Sports coverage of Michigan volleyball here at the Sturris Center for the Grand Rapids Showcase. Michigan winning the first game against Western Michigan 2-1, and then now sweeping Central Michigan 2-0 in this second round. The real festivities come around in a couple hours, as at 5 o'clock, Central Michigan will play Western Michigan. It is still a bit ambiguous whether WCBN will call that game. More likely than not, they will. WCBN Sports will not be covering that game. However, WCBN will be covering the final game of the Grand Rapids Showcase at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, Michigan versus Michigan State. And just as well, be sure to check in the next hour on WCBN Sports Radio's SoundCloud account for the publishing of our interview with Natalie Smith and Katarina Glavinich from the Michigan volleyball team, done by Austin Falco and myself. And once again, we'd like to thank you very much for listening. The final score here at the Sturris Center, the second round of the Grand Rapids Showcase: Michigan 2 sets, Central Michigan none.